think I'm streaming now. Probably. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't be. All right, here we go. It's Toki Pona time. Time for Toki Pona. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying this new thing where I put the amount of concurrent viewers in the corner so I can check without having to go into here and be like, who's watching the stream, and then see, oh, it's a number. I can just see it up here. And I can probably reload it too. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Why am I translating the Bible into Tokipona? Um, Nobody else has done it yet, so I wanna do it. Also, maybe eventually I could sell this project. Like if I finish the entire Pentateuch, which might be hard, but also much easier than doing Ketuvim, because that's all like poetry. I could sell it. Um, Also, it is Tokipona Translation Month still. I did start this project like last year, but it's Tokipona Translation Month, and I guess I'm participating. Why not? Why not participate? Sounds like a good idea to me. Oh yeah, it's great. I can look right here and see who's here. Yes, I am vegan at this current moment in time. I'm planning on stop being vegan in 2 days. Um but I'm still probably going to be mostly vegan. Like I realized that eating chickpeas every single day with nutritional yeast is so much better than cooking meat. It's just so much easier. And it's fun. I get to be more creative in the kitchen. So yeah. Yes, I am vegan and I will be mostly vegan. Hmm. I have dyslexia and I'm literally a linguist. So it's not that weird. I think that dyslexia is comorbid with a bunch of other disorders that predispose people to be interested in things that are less common interest. I'm in the book of Genesis, chapter 20. You can see right up here. See, um, Genesis 20 Bible. Bible. That's funny. Verse number 8. See, you can see right over here. Oh, who would I sell this project to? I'd probably format it into a book and then sell it on Lulu to Tokipona speakers and or people who want to give out Bibles for free and want them in as many languages as possible. So I don't know, I won't complain if Jehovah's Witnesses buy some of my little Bibles. I probably won't have the New Testament for a while though. And that's the one that they care about. So, no idea. Also, Cam Man, I timed you out for a day because you were being annoying, and I'll do it again if you keep being annoying. Um, I hope that's okay. I think it is. Let's get to translating. So rose early. Right, this chapter, Abraham is um, this is the second time he's doing this. He's telling a king that his his wife is actually his sister, even though they're second cousins. But don't worry about it. Um, he's telling he's telling the king that Sarah is his sister, not his wife, so that the king marries her, because otherwise he's afraid he's gonna get killed. And then God comes to the king in his sleep and is like, "Hey, you're not supposed to marry her because she's literally married to Abraham," and Abraham's so cool. Yeah, so this is the second time this is happening, and it doesn't say in the Bible how Sarah feels about all of this, but I would like to assume that Sarah is really happy about this. I don't see any reason why she wouldn't be happy about this, you know? Yeah. So, let's see. Let us see. God is not good with this? No, God's not good with this because God really cares a lot about the sanctity of marriage. So it's a weird story because God like has these values he really cares about, at least right now. Um, in the Christian faith in the New Testament, God's values change, but in Judaism, um, it's like kind of up for debate whether or not his values change. And then like in the United States, you get like lots of different sects of Judaism, but broadly around the world, like there's still disagreement, but there aren't different sects of Judaism. Okay, great. Um, yeah, okay. Um, all right. So rose early. It's funny that Hebrew like has a verb that means to get up in the morning, like early in the morning. Um, toki pona doesn't have a verb that means specifically that, so we'll have to translate it differently. Um, yan apimere. No wait. Awimere li kamas kamasewi non open suno. Something that I do a lot in this translation is that I say kamasewi when the verb means like to rise, like physically. Um, but it can also, I'm also using that a lot for like to rise like spiritually, you know, like to become holy, right? Um, and I guess my one wonder, and I'm probably gonna find this out when I get people to proofread this, but like, is that gonna be a problem? Cause like I don't know, like Avimelech is is obviously like, wait, Avimelech, is that just father of king, king father? My father the king, my father is king. That's what that name means. It means my father is king because Avi means my father and Melech means king, and you can just put stuff next to each other in Hebrew. That's funny. My father onali king. So onali kama sewi don open suno. Um, the kama mm, eyan pali aleona epiken uta. The toki e yo ale ni tawakuteona. This is funny because he's telling diber, and then this is dvarim, and these are actually the same root. So this is like to tell and word, but it also means thing. That's like the same word, which is cool. But then what we have over here is it's god damn it. Okay. In their hearing, this is literally in their ears, but it's dual, I believe. Right? Oh, it says it's no feminine dual. Okay. It's dual. So they're two ears. So in their two ears, but like it's like lots of two ears, you know? We don't have to worry about that in Tokipona, but this is fun. It's like Tawakute Ona is a very good translation, I think. Um, his men were afraid. Yan Onali. Pirin. Ike. Ah. See, I don't really like Monsuda because I think Pirin Ike works fine. But also, people can use Monsuda if they want. that for now. Yan. Awimeleli. Kama. Ayan. Apawan. Is that how I'm doing it? Yeah. Pikin uta. Itoki tawa ona. Sina seme tawa mi. Seme mi. Okay, we got a word I don't recognize. Chata. To sin, to incur guilt. To miss. Go wrong. Okay. I'm just gonna do pari ike. Seme mi pari ike tawasina la. You have brought onto me and onto my kingdom a great sin. Kama tawa mi. Tawa mi. Tawa. Tawa ma mi. La sina kama e. Pakala suli. It's a little weird, but I think it works. Sina ni lon mi. Sina pali ni lon mi. Pali o lon ala. Great. Yan. Awimele. Li. Toki. Tawa. Yan. Apawan. I don't need the L there. What do you see that you have done this thing? Sinalukin seme la sinapalini. Yan apawan di toki tani. Mipin eni. Rock is it's not in BDB. But Yali. Yan pin ike ala tan sewilon mani. So it's I thought, but there is no fear of God in this place. This means like there is no. It's like kind of like there is, but like it's in the negated. Yeah. This is Vaharaguni. Vaharaguni. That sounds funny to me. They would kill me. Onalimoli emi tan tan melimi. This is devar, like upon the thing of my wife, but I'm just gonna do tan melimi. And then this is where he admits to incest. Um, Kin amna aman. Oh, this is an adverb. Onali achoti. Onali yan samami. Limeri kama. Pimamami. Taso. Onali meri. Das onali meri pi mama meri mi ala. That's a mouthful. Onali kama meri mi. It literally, this is, what verb is this? Oh. Oh, okay. She was to me to wife. It uses the same preposition both times, but it's like this like to be to me means I have her. So maybe I should do like mikama yoe ona tawameri. Nah, it's fine the way it is, and it's understandable. And it came to pass when God caused me to wander. Okay, to wander. I don't really need those open. Ta'a. Air. Physically, okay. Oh, no. Ikamae. Tawa mi. Tan tomo pi mama mi. La mi toki tawa ona. Nili chasdech. Chasdech. Oh, chesed. Okay, of course. Chesed. Yeah, alright. Nili bali pona sina. Sina oni tawami. Tawama ale. Pitawa mi la lon ona la otoki eni. Onali yansamami. Miye samami. Yeah, why not? Okay. 14. I'm almost done with this chapter. This is just Incest 2 Electric Boogaloo, the chapter, isn't it? Onalikama. Yan awi mele li kama e. So this isn't sheep. This is like the word for flock. So kulupu soedi. It's probably a flock of sheep. Let's be honest, but it's like kulupu. You know, son. Now this one, is this like a oh, herd, okay. Generic, never in plural form. So it's just like cattle, like as a group. Mm, now, how do I distinguish between sheep and cattle? Because like they're used for the kulupu pisoedi ko e kulupu pisoedi mm, pico ala. Yeah, I can do that. Mm. Emie bali emeli bali lipana e ona tawa yan apawan li. Okay, restore. What verb is this actually? Shuv. Sin. E tawa ona. Mm. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Oh, whoops. Oh, god damn it. I'll be back soon. I'll be back very soon. See you all soon. I'm back, everyone. Sorry for the dead air. I think that's the radio term for like when there's a channel that's live, but like there's nothing going on. It's just like silent, and people are like, "What's going on?" And like you're really not supposed to do that. Like you can get in trouble if you have a radio station and it's dead air. But I'm back. And I don't think you can get in trouble on YouTube for that. I think people will just maybe stop watching. Um, but while I was gone, maybe more people joined? And then they left again. Alright. That's funny. I leave and like 5 people join, and then I come back and then they all leave. That is funny to me. Let's get back to it. Okay. Yan. Ami mele. Toki. See, whenever they have this word hine, it kind of like it's like an interjection that means behold, and you can attach pronouns onto it, kind of. But it's always interesting to see how they translate it, and they translate it as see here. I usually translate it as osona. Mami artsi, yeah, artsi. Um, before you. Sinbin sina. La. This is this isn't where it pleases you. This is batov in goodness, or in good in your eyes. So, but I can translate that as onari pona tawasina la o awen. Or like ponari tawalukin. Onari pona tawalukin sina la awen. Tawayan sawa onari toki. Osona mi pana e Emani 1000 Tawayan Tawa Mie Samasina Osona it to you is a covering of the eyes to all who are with you before everybody, thus she was vindicated. Huh? Okay. I gotta look into this one. That's 16, right? Tesari said, "Behold, I have given 1,000 pieces of silver unto your brother. Indeed, it to you a covering of the eyes to all who are with you before anybody." Well, this is gold, which is like before all. Yeah. Thus she was vindicated. Where's the etnakta? Oh. Okay. It's over here. So like this whole first 2 lines is one thing, and then this is a separate thing. Let's see how the commentaries translate it. And unto Sarah he said, "Behold, I have given thy brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Behold, he is to thee a covering of the eyes." Oh, he is to thee. But over here it's translated as it. So it's ambiguous between brother and silver, because silver is also a masculine singular noun. And this is a masculine singular pronoun, so it can refer to the silver or the brother. So it's ambiguous. So over here, it is for the eyes. It is for the covering of the eyes. This is very confusing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the screen is still black. Oh, whoops. Sorry. That's my fault. Forgot to turn the screen back on. Oh no. Whoops. Thank you for saying something. I didn't realize. I've been translating this whole time. Oh no. I'm trying to figure out what this verse means. Um, this is he or this is to the covering the eyes. From the words may be expounded either of the money given to Abraham to buy a veil for the covering of her face and to be worn in token of her subjugation to her husband, or of Abraham that he must be a covering of her eyes, that she should look at no other, nor desire to be looked at by any other. Yoke fellows must be to each other for a covering of the eyes. The marriage covenant is a covenant with the eyes, like Job's. Thus she was reproved or instructed. So I think I just have to translate it as ona because it's not clear. Sona. Onaritawa sina. Sama. Is this kusut? That's Onaritawa sina li len elukin. Tawa aleni onalilon sina. I'm sorry the screen was black. That's really funny. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Um, which one is this? And with everybody she was vindicated? So, wait. Ale la. But what does it mean to be vindicated? To correct, to argue, to decide, to judge. So she was judged? Hif il. Okay. Nif al. Righted, justified. Okay. Nasina lalawa pona, I guess. Because, like, it's like saying that she's judged? Judged? It's not to judge, though. Yachach. It's like to decide. I think this is my first time encountering this verb. Yeah, it is. This is my first time. Because if we look Genesis, the first time this appears is in the verse I'm in right now. So that's a little weird. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this translation. Oh, do we get heat pa'el? Yeah, we do. Vayit palel. Yan apoan li itoki sewi tawa sewi Elohim. La sewi Elohim li. Okay, this is to heal in English, but in to cure, to restore. Rapa. This is the first time it's showing up? Yeah, okay. I guess pona e yan awimele e meliona e melipaliona la onali can yo mm, is this they could bear children? Because like if we look at the structure, that's to bear children. Vaye. This is just and they bore children. Yo inside yanlili. Or onali. Yeah. This is this is crazy. God like closes up the wombs of everybody in the king's house. That's crazy. Tani sewi asen the okay. This is atzar. What does that mean? Restrain. Mm, Pini, I think, right? Pini ale mm, mm, e insa ale ni onarilon tomo pi yan awimele di ken yo insa yan lili. Mm. Tani. Mm. Tan io. Yeah, because of the thing with. Tani. Ah. Because of the thing where Sarah was the wife of Abraham. Tani. Yan sawali me pian apawan. Great. Okay. Chapter finished. Good job, team. I did all the work. Good job, everybody. We did it. Then Genesis. Both are going great. That's good. Okay. Now we can close Genesis 1 through 10 and Genesis 11 through 20. And we can start Genesis 21 through 30. Do you look at that? Wow. That's crazy. Wow. All right, it's time to go. Ooh, birth of Isaac. Y'all ready for the birth of Isaac? We're gonna get to the binding of Isaac soon. What a cool video game. All right, let me get my bearings. Mm, All right. All right, let's do it. Mm, say wait, asin. I'm gonna start. For right now, I'm going to start using Hebrew transliterations for these names instead of tokiponizing them. Mm, no, I'll do it later. Okay, to visit, pakad. Visit, attend. Muster, appoint. Okay. Ikama tawayan sawa. Um, Ka'asher. What does ka'asher mean again? I should know that. It's ka'asher. Is different from asher. As. When. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Mm. Sama tokiona. Sewi asen. Li pali. Tawayan sawa. Sama tokiona. Oh, we get some parallelism here. Because for the first one, he visits her as he said. He visits as he said. And then for the second one, he did as he had spoken. So, diber is like recount. Do I want to translate the parallelism? Or do I just want to keep it the way it is? Because like for poetry, like later when I get to the poetry in the Bible, it's gonna be like one line and 10 footnotes. Because I think poetry is hard to translate without footnotes, especially into toki pona. Um, have like a lot of thoughts about that, but this is prose, and if people want parallelism, I think they can look at like a gloss of the original, you know? Because this is an accurate translation from the original Hebrew. It just doesn't preserve the poetry, which is in this case parallelism, which is one of the biggest poetic devices used in biblical Hebrew. Yansawari kamayo insali pana mie tawayan apawan lon mayuna ona. Ang tempo ni sewi Elohim ri toki eona. That's pretty good. Okay, now here we get a footnote. Yan apawan tipana Oh god, okay, this is really complicated. Okay, and Abraham called the name of his son who was born to him, who bore to him Sarah, Isaac. Mm. I think I'm gonna do. Because for order, I think I should have Abraham in the beginning of the sentence, the stuff about Isaac in the middle of the sentence, and then the name Isaac at the end of the sentence. So, tawa. Mm. yan kama ona ni onari kama tawa ona. That's bad. I guess I could just forego the original structure. Okay. So Abraham called the name of his son. Mir kama ona ni onari kama tawa ona me sawali yo ona tawa ona. I mean, a lot of ona here. I don't need the e ona, I don't think. But I need the one here, but Leo. This one's really tricky to translate. Upper one. Ni kama tawa ona. Lilon. Yan sawali yo insa emi kama tawa ona. Okay, that works. Nimi li sika. And then let's look at what this name means, because this is going to be like a footnote. He laugheth. Okay. Oh, tzachak. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. People still here? Yeah. That's good. Yan apawan li wegae selo dan palisa piyan sika piano na sika mia kama ona. Nantenbal ni ona li yan pisuno luka tu wan. Nili sama toki lawa iseri. Elohim. Oh, people are pinging me for the Toki Pona meetup in New York. Hmm. Oh, I should look at that later, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yan. Apawan. Iyan. PCK 100. Nantenpo ni. Mi kama ona. Sikali kama. Tawa ona. Yan sawali. Toki. Sewi. Eloin li kama emumusi. This is tzchok. Tzchok. It's the same as Itzchak. Same root. So God brought laughter to me. All who hear will laugh with me. This is the whole of the hearing people will laugh with me. Alepian kutelimu musi. It's to me. Onaritoki. Would have said Milel. Malal. Milel. Oh, PL. Malal. Milel. Just to speak. Similarly, Toki. Who would have said to Abraham that would nurse children? Sarah. What? Who would have said to Abraham that would nurse the children? Oh, that Sarah would nurse the children. Ini tawayan apawan. Yan Sarah li. And then I should look at this to see if there's something going on. Suck. Is it Hifu? Yes. Cause to suck. Yeah, I like this. Sarah causes the mouth movements for eating in the kids. That works. Tani mi pana emi kama tawa ona lon mayuna ona. What? So grew the child. She's literally asking, like, hey, I can't nurse this child because I'm 100 years old. Am I using seme for God? No, I'm using seme for this word, which means who. God isn't mentioned in this verse, I don't think. This is Sarah talking, and she says, "Who who said this to Abraham? Sarah would nurse the children, for I have borne to him a son in his old age." And then it just goes on to, oh yeah, and then wait, and was weaned. What does wean mean? Oh. Oh, okay, never mind. So it does go on about that. Okay. Okay, this is a special word for child. I think it's a word for firstborn. Or maybe it's not. Yeled. Child, children, descendants, youth. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yan kama. Ikama suri. Uh, yan lipana mogopi telo mama ala tawa ona. This is how I'm translating, and he was weaned. Or maybe kamapona? Because, like, babies can't just, like, start eating. Because, like, weaning means that they start with milk and then they go to something else, right? Or are they starting on the eighth day because they just circumcised him, but it doesn't say how much time passed? This is some of the hardest translation I've ever done in the Bible because it's like, what's even going on? I can't tell how much of this is plausible. I mean, okay, Abraham is 100 years old. Sarah's like probably around that age, and she just gave birth. So I mean, like that's not possible. Um, the child grew up and was weaned from being breastfed. Oh, we get Hagar again. I really don't like the story of Hagar. It's so sad. Whatever. So grew the child and was weaned. Mm. Okay, yeah. Yan apawan nipali um mishte banquet moku mute suri. Mm, moku suri. Moku mute yeah, okay. Non suno. This is bayom, not bayom. I don't like this story because it makes me feel bad. I like other sad stories that don't make me feel bad. You know? I mean, like, I like that it's in there. I don't know. It's just like it hits too close to home for me, I think. The story of Hagar. Because, like, she has to keep working for this woman who's, like, not treating her well. And then God is like, oh, don't worry. I'm going to give you something. You're going to get something out of this. So, like, she knows that in order to get something out of this, she needs to keep working in this abusive environment. And she can't just leave. And that reminds me of some of my experiences of having to work or remain in like a very negative environment. So it's a me thing, but oh well. I'm not there yet. Genesis 21 8. Mm. Oh, oh, sorry, I wasn't looking at the conjunctive markings. Here we have as a kefkaton, and then so that means that like everything this and before is one thing, and everything this and after is another thing. So um Lonsuno sama. Mm, Lonsuno ni. Uh, Ian. Sikali kama. Moku. Pitelo mama ala. But it doesn't say what day that is. And then we get Sarah being a bitch. Okay. Yan Sarah looking Mia kama pi meli aka. How did I learn them? Um, I don't know all of them very well. I know the disjunctives. They're like Zakif Katan. Yeah, like they're on here, and then you just like I also like took a class on this. Like I didn't just learn Hebrew for the hell of it. I'm actively like taking a class. But like this symbol is like one of the dukes or not dukes. I forget what category it's in, but it's like one of the strongest symbols. It's like Sof Pasuk is the strongest, and Eknachta is also pretty strong. And then this one only like appears like 7 times in the Torah or something like that. And then Zekef Katan is like all the time. I don't know their melodical intonations. No, unfortunately, I do know like enough for readings that I've memorized. Like for Purim, I'm doing a Megillah reading. Um, so I know the trope for that. It's like Vayomer Hamelech lachachamim yodei hayiti ki chen davar Hamelech lifnei kol yodei dat vadin. But I don't really know like which diacritics make which sounds in which contexts. Yeah. Um, mm, there's so much embedded stuff in this chapter. Mm. Oh, but only of your parsha. I never did a b'nai mitzvah. I probably will like next year actually, but it's not gonna be like a huge party. It's gonna be like a little. It's I'm gonna be like one of maybe 6 people having the experience because like at my college there are a lot of people in the Jewish community who like never had a b'nai mitzvah. Um, I'm one of them, and I'm Jewish, so I'm gonna do it. It's not like a conversion thing. It's for Jews. But oh, you didn't have a party. Yeah, yeah, nice. Yeah, there are lots of ways to be Jewish. mm, is there no at Nafta here? I'm not seeing an at Nafta. That moment when you get a prose verse in the Bible with no at Nafta. Whoa, that's really weird. Um, wait, this is the same thing as to laugh. Um, I'm comfortable doing that. She's not scoffing. She's just going. Ah, hachu. Am I right? Am I right, fellers? Speaking of fellers, how many of there are you at the moment? 8. Nice. Mm. Ang toki tawayan apawan. Oh, what got cast out? Gosh. And it's pa'al. Oh, it's PL. What's the difference? Compare Scorner. Drive out away. I think just Owega A works. Ha'ama. Yeah, right. Owega e melipali. Owega melipali ni. E mie kama ona. Tani. Shall be heir. Is this like to inherit? Yeah. Yani okama yo ala e iosina. Malikama tan melipali ni. Hello. Shalom Aleichem. Aleichem Shalom. Mein Chaverim. Ich rede bissel Yiddish. With my son, with Isaac. Okay. Yani okamaya. I'm not that good at Yiddish. Definitely not good enough at Yiddish to understand German or whatever. Huwawa ala. Toki iwi la miken lukin wawa e toki iwi sewi. Tasto toki ante la ala. Toki isisi mi li wawa mute ala. Miken ich kan reden a bissel Yiddish. Oh my god. I don't speak German. Nili igemutea. Tawayan apa 1. Upon the cause, the testimony, cause, upon the cause of his son. These two together have gotta be something, you know? Al odot. Huh. Mitaso. I'm just gonna say tan. Mieka maona. Tasasewi Elohim di toki tawayan apawan. Neo ike ala tawasina. So this is kind of bad because Abraham's like, hey, you're kind of being mean to Hagar. You shouldn't do that. That I don't like that. And then God comes to him and is like, actually, don't dislike it. Just don't dislike it. Just don't. Na'ar. Okay. Everything that Sarah has said to you, listen in her voice. Okay, so listen in her voice is an idiomatic expression that means to obey. Um, Yan sawa li toki tawasina. Ale toki pi yan sawa. La o. Opari. I prioritize my first priority is it for the toki pona to be understandable. My second priority is to preserve the structure and meaning of the original biblical Hebrew. Because, like, if I preserve the structure, but then the toki pona doesn't make any sense, then that's not a good translation. Yan samari toki e iyo tawasina la opai aleni tani a lon yan sika la kamasina li will be reckoned. Be named. Oh, like remembered in the future. How many people we got? Okay, that's good. 13. Keen. Mikama e Grupo yan tawa mie kama pimelipali. Tani ona li kama sina. This is private for now. I don't really want this to have a license yet, so like all rights are reserved while I'm still working on it. Cause like if I license it while I'm working on it, then like every single step of the way, people can do things with it, and it's just not done yet. You know, I'm still working on it. Yan apawan di kama sewi non open suno di kama yo e pan esero piyotelo di pana e ona tawa yan aka di pana e ona lon poka pilawa ona. That means shoulder. The thing next to the head. Nice. Di pana e mielili li shalach. Now that read, yeah, shalach. Okay. Oops. Tawa e ona. Ona li tawa vatelech. 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 Tawa sige lan mapi telo ala. Don ma pesawa. Pesawa. Okay. I'm gonna go through like the whole thing and replace all of the names with like a standardized set of uh, Romanized Hebrew names. Like, but it's still gonna be in Hebrew, just using the Latin alphabet, you know? Yeah. mm. Mm. All right. And was used up. No, she's running out of water. That's Nephal, I assume? No, it wasn't. It's not. This is, this isn't and was used up. This is they used up, I'm pretty sure. Let me check again. Oh. Be spent. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. Telocelo. Telo nikama. Eta ale tan celo. La onalipana e mie. Non ampa kasiwan. Onalitawa ilon wansi This is she sat down, but the to her. One bow shot away. Ona li tawa. Li monsi e ma. Na sinpin ona li tawa mie. Ona li ueka. I'm gonna do it in order. I'm gonna start with Genesis. I'm gonna keep going. We'll see. Ona li ueka ni. Yan li liken pana e palisa tan idoa asa. Nili tan ni. Ona li toki. Mi ol lukin ala e moli mie. La ona li. Oh, wait. Opposite him. So if she's sitting down opposite, so is she facing him or not? Oh, is this a cohortative? It is. Yeah, okay, I translated it right. On the awen. Why am I getting the red squigglies? No! I thought I turned that off. Lift. Sewi e utasina pana e telo oko. No? Looking. Is she dying now? Oh. Sewi eroin li kute e toki mie. Kama e yan pitawa sona. Sewi eroin. Tawa yan aka. Tan masewi. Litoki tawa ona. Seme li tawa sina yan aka o. Pilin utela ala. No. Yurin pikama the ala tanni sewi Elohim di kute tawa toki mie ni onali lonni kama sewi si oyoe mie oh, that's he feel. Okay. Oyolukae ona. Tani. Asimeno. Ekulufu suri. E ona. That works. How's the stream going? Okay. Back off. Oh, I have actually seen this before, but only like back in the story of Adam and Eve. Sewi Elohim li open elugin ona. La ona ikama looking e lupatelo. Ona li tawa. Ikama sin e telo lon celo. Lipana e telo. Oh, that's he feel. Kama e moku telo. Lon mie. La sewi Elohim li lon poka mie lon tempo ni. Onari kama suri. Li awen lon mapi telo ala. Onari kama yanwawa lon ni. Onari ken. Onari ken kepeken. Ilo alasa weka. It'll be alasa weka, because, you know, you're hunting from far. You know? Onali awen and ma bawan vitelo ala. And married his mother? What? Mm. Mm. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. Oh, you could be right. Let's see. Oh, his mother took. Okay. Mama onali kama e meri bima misawin. Tawa ona. Tawa meri. Okay, thank you for that. Ngaten po ni la yan awi mere li toki. Yan Pico Ilawa Utara Tayan Apawan Eni Seri Erwin Dilon Sina Lon Pali Alesina. Tempo ni la just swear, but that's Nifal. Is it just always Nifal? Mm, yeah, it looks like it mostly is. Oh, it's also he feel. No, it's mostly he feel. No, it's also mostly Nifal. It's like 50-50 maybe. In this case, it's an imperative. So, otoki lon. Well, there's also a lot of he feel in here, right? Like in Kings, Samuel, Judges, Jeremiah, Samuel, Kings, Psalm. It means to curse, apparently. But it can also just mean to swear. But there's like a lot of he feel. You know? That's just like that's just like in the Bible though. I don't know about modern Hebrew or colloquial Hebrew or like other poetry or, you know. That's okay. I'm still streaming. Dewi, Elohim, Belohim, Hena, Mani. Deal falsely. Is this just Uttara? Oh. Sina. Sina toki lon paso. Tawa mi. Tawa kama mi. Tawa kama ale a mi. Posterity, that's like offspring, right? What? Neched? What does this mean? All future generations of people. Yeah. Ka chesed. Sama. Pali pona mi. Sama ni. Mi pali pona tawasina. Pokasina. Lasina ni tawami. Tawamani. Vi awenlon ona. Because like to sojourn is to like stay temporary. Non tempo. Yeah. Yan apawan mi toki. Mi toki lon. Prove? Oh, he's reprimanding them. Oh, wait, no, that's Hefil. Is it? Is this Hefil? It is, yeah. Yan apawan. Mi toki e ike pian awimene. Tanni. Lupatelo. Tan lupatelo ni. Yan pali pian awimene di seas. Gazlu. Kamayo ige ona. Yan awimene di toki. Mi sono ale ni. Yan semedi. Di pali ni. Kin sina toki ala. Tawami. Kin mi kute ala heni. Ikama sona number one. Dan suno ni. Ian apawan. Kama yo kulupu pisoweri ko. E kulupu pisoweri piko ala. Ni pana e ona. Tawayan aimere. Ona tu. Kama e pirin sama. And that one was me. Because, like, covenant is like, is it just an agreement? Or does it have to be like a law thing? Non lawa. Toki pona spaces are not typically transphobic because they have like a lot of transphobic. They have a lot of trans people in them, and like queer people in general, but like especially trans people. So like toki pona spaces will be safe if you're trans. Yan upper one. Tawa. Oh. You lambs. Medico. Ugatu. Dan. Kulupu soweri. Kulupu pi soweri ko. By themselves. Is this 28? This is. Separated. Na onali weka tan soliante. Yan awi mere li toki tawayan apawan tan semela mini kolili luka tuni sina weka ya onatan soliante. Onali toki. Tani. Sina kama yo realize I'm just putting meri. Should be soeri. That's like soeri meri ko lili luka tu ni. That's a very long noun phrase. I think I'll get rid of those. This ba'avur tawani onali That's just how, yeah, so it's just literally they will be, they may be, or whatever. Onari kama tawamili sona e ni. Me to dig. To dig, search, explore, be ashamed. Kama e lupa ni. Nila onali. Pana e nimi ni. Tawama ni. Thus he called to the place. Na onali toki tawa mani. Zon ma. Pesa. Pesawa. Oh, cool. That's good to know. Tani. Manila ona tuli. Di toki lon. Lawa. Onali. Kama e pilin sama lon lawa. Lon ma. Pesawa. Yan amimere. Kama sewi. Yan amimere en yan pico pilawa. Yan lawa pico pikulupu utra onali kama sewi. Kama sin tawa. Ma pikulupu pisin. Is this the last one? Nope. There's more. A tamarisk tree? With tiny scale-like leaves borne on slender branches, giving it a feathery appearance. Eshel. Onani. Pana e. Kasi. What is the importance of this tree? Let's look at the commentary. This is grove, but that's not what it means. Puzzle diversions. Tradition probably connected a famous tamarisk close to 7 sacred springs with the site of the sanctuary of Beersheba. Also tamarisk tree, see Samuel. Under a notable tree of this kind which grows to a giant size in hot countries. Saul held his court at... Oh. And Saul was seated, spear in hand, under the tamarisk tree on the hill of Gibeah, with all his officials standing at his side. Cool. Why tamarisk though? The everlasting God. Adonai is called the everlasting God as the eternally true with respect to the eternal covenant which he established with Abraham. The planting of this long lived tree, with its hard wood and its long, narrow, thickly clustered evergreen leaves, was to be a type of the ever enduring grace of the faithful covenant God. So, it is therefore well translated a grove in the King James Version, though it is rendered as the tamarisk by many. The planting of the grove. Okay, so. Wait, no, I should keep that tab open. And I'm gonna look over here. Tamarisk tree. That's what it is. And that's where Saul is buried. So I'm gonna add a footnote and just like write what I found. So nakasi. Niri kanala kasi arewide. Niri kasi wan linasa tani. Onari ken kamasuri di ken awen zon tempo suli. Libu ona li lili li awen laso lon tempo suri a. I'm happy with that. Donma pesewa. Y'all are quiet. Oh, that's because there are not that many of you. Onali toki. Donmani. E. Lonimi. Checking your students' exams and vibing to this stream. I'm a student, and there's a teacher. I'm also a teacher, but there's a teacher using me as background for student. Whoa, that's crazy. I would be at school today, but I rolled my ankle yesterday really badly. So, ouchie. Big ouchie moment. A lot of pain going on. Ouchie. Ouchie. Mm. Okamapona, maybe? Biri no kamapona? There are like so many ways you could say feel better. Um, but like, I think the urge to just say feel better when someone says that something bad has happened to them is a culturally specific thing. It's not necessarily like a universal response that happens in all languages. So in Toki Pona, what I like to do when someone says something bad has happened to them, and I've started also doing this in English too, is I evaluate how I feel about what happened, and then I say that. So like if someone's like, "Oh yeah, I just got diagnosed with cancer," I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that's really bad. Um, do you want a hug? Is there anything I can do for you? I hope that you can get better, stuff like that. uh there's no like set phrase for just feel better. You have to like kind of evaluate what you want to say in the moment based on what the thing is, you know. So wait, asin, um asin eleyon. Oh, olam, elolam. I haven't heard that one yet. Elolam, that's fun. Yan abawan li awen. Which awen is this? Sojourn, okay. Zonma be'eretz plishtim. Okay, done with this chapter. Another chapter finished. Oh, sorry, wait, no, it's 21, not 1. It's 22. Oh, I don't want that. Alright. Genesis Ale. Nice. Oh, y'all, we got to the Binding of Isaac. I have actually already translated this, but I want to retranslate it because I want to see how much my Hebrew and toki pona have improved since I originally translated the story of the Binding of Isaac. It's a crazy story, dude. The story is crazy. Some crazy stuff happens. I've read a lot of midrash about this too, so I'm very familiar with like the different perspectives of this story. Um, not Ianni, Ianni Pini, La Sewi, Elohim, Li. Okay, tested. Nasa to test, to prove, to tempt. There is a lot of midrash about what it means that he's testing and whether or not Abraham succeeds or fails. So, how do I want to tackle this? Maybe Alessa Kamasona Yan Abawan. In my opinion, Abraham failed the test by like being like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll sacrifice my son, the one that you told me would be the father of nations or whatever, just like me, because like I'm supposed to be the father of nations. It took me so long to get the son. You made a big deal about that, but now you're just telling me to kill my son. Yeah, I'll do that." And then he failed, in my opinion. But that's like my spiritual opinion, and that's not like literally in the text. It just doesn't say whether or not he passed. So in my translation, I'm not going to say whether or not he passed, and therefore I'm also not going to say whether or not this is a test of his goodness or his badness or whatever. Um, become feeling good. Become good feeling. Become feeling of goodness. But yeah, no. Abraham didn't necessarily didn't necessarily pass the test. That would be like dogma if that's taught as the only option. I think there are many possibilities, and you can choose whatever you want. I choose he failed, and actually after the binding of Isaac, um, Abraham and Isaac never talked to each other ever again. This is the last time they ever talked to each other. Is during this. Not that like Isaac really talked to Abraham before that, but like as we just saw, because we've been translating, the last chapter was like all about Isaac being new. Yeah. Very traumatic experience. I think Abraham failed. Oh yeah, I had a Google sheet. Um, Bible calculator. I should put the stuff in here. The last one I hold on. Let's put it over here. Last one I did was 19, so let's go back to 19. How many verses in 19? 38. How many verses in 20? 18. How many verses in 21? A lot more than 18, that's for sure. 34. Now let's see how far I am. 60% done with Genesis, if I count these. Which I'm probably going to end up retranslating these, but I do have a translation of them done already. So I'm 15% done with the Torah. I'm 4% done with the Tanakh. I have over 900 verses translated. And I'm doing really, really great. Yeah, this is great. All I gotta do is just bridge the gap between Isaac and Joseph. Because Joseph starts here. You've Joseph, then Tamar, then Joseph. This one's like the generations of Jacob. And then Joseph, and then Jacob dies. And then you get Exodus, and then Exodus is, Moses, um, the that whole thing, and then like these three are like all kind of mixed up, because like Leviticus is what God says to Moses on Mount Sinai, but then Numbers is them wandering in the desert, which is supposed to happen like also before that. And then Deuteronomy is talking about stuff that happens before and after and during all of this stuff. So like these three kind of happen at the same time. But other than that, this happens first, this happens second, and then these three happen at the same time. Um, but yeah, no. 15% done with the Torah in like a few months. Yeah. Um, Mostly. If I get rid of these, which I'll have to probably redo anyway, or want to redo anyway, then it's only 10%, but that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I might as well add one here, even though I'm not done with it. Wow, would you look at that? 908 verses done. I haven't had a good fish in like a month because I've been vegan for February. But before that, I had good fish, I think, at some point, somewhere, maybe. I forget. I don't know. Maybe I'll go out for sushi some one of these days. Okay, we're back to Genesis 22. So, alasa kama sona eyan apaman. Elon. That could mean so many different things. Uh, kama sona lon eyan apaman. Because, like, is it a judgment of character? But this could also be Elohim um, tried to learn how to make Abraham exist, which is a funny reading. I think I'm just gonna do Kamasona E. Ona li toki, tawa ona, yan apawan o. Ona li toki, milon. This is funny because in the Hebrew, you only know who's talking based on context. Because it's just Elohim tries to Elohim decides he's going to test Abraham, and then he says to him, "Hey Abraham," and then he says, "I'm here." So this is probably Abraham, but also like I'm not going to translate that. Onalilon, ni taso onalilon. Vayomer ve'im devarim. One giant lesson in pragmatics. The Bible is a lot of things. It's also like a lot of different books written by completely different people. Um, at least that's what the leading theory is. Oneritoki. Okama yo e mie sina. E kama taso sina. Ni sina olin e ona. E yan sika. See, this part's really funny because it's like he could have just said take Isaac, but instead he said take your son, your only one whom you love, Isaac. That's like four things. He could have just done one thing. Mm, this is go yourself. No. Lecha. Lecha. That's like go to yourself. Lech lecha. Oh, lech lecha. That sounds familiar. What's lech lecha? I should know that. Lech lecha. Lech lecha. Yeah, this is it. The third weekly Torah portion reading. Oh, but this is like earlier. Oh. Tawa ah. Tawa ma. Moia. Yeah, God is my Blorbo. He's so goofy. I think Jews are more Blorbo about like the guys, the people in the Bible, not about God, like about Isaac and Abraham, especially like Saul and David. Oh my god. David's literally my Blorbo. I fucking hate him. And Saul's my Blorbo. He's like so mentally ill. I love that about him. Saul is my problematic fave, you know? I actually know like nothing about Solomon. We'll get there. Pona and ona. Money. Offer. Allah. This is le ola. Tawapana seri. Burnt offering. Lon nena wan ni. Mi toki e ona. Tawasina. Yan apawan di kama seri. Lon open suno. Okay, so saddled is like I had a different translation before. To wrap. Bind, bind on, bind up. Restrain, bind up. So I think linea is good. Li linea e soediona kama e mieritu lon poka ona e yan sika e mie kama ona sika. I don't know. I think I like Saul more than David because David kind of turns into like an asshole, but Saul like is an asshole in like a mentally ill way, and like I like that, you know? Oh, my ankle hurts. Ow. Ow, my ankle hurts. Wow. Ankle pain. Ankle is hurts. Who said 8 words ever? You talking about like Goliath? I think Goliath says around 8 words, maybe. He like only speaks once. He's like barely mentioned. All of like the modern depictions of Goliath like really draw it out. It's like really fast. It's like Goliath is like, "You're a dog," and David's like, "Okay," and then kills him. It's very unceremonious. He just kills him, and then he's dead. Yeah, most of the characters in the Bible say a lot of things. Abraham does, Jacob does, Joseph does, Moses definitely does. Moses won't shut the fuck up. Um, I think the people who like seldom talk are like pretty much only the women. Who like if they talk, it's like, oh wow, a woman talking, that's cool. Um, yeah, I yeah. I think there is a lot of dialogue in the Tanakh, like quite a bit of dialogue. Onali Pekha. Onali tu e kiwen kasi tawa pana seri. Kama sewi li tawa mani sewi erin toki eona tawa ona. Yeah, yeah, I'm translating the Bible. Yeah. they named Isaac not because she talked, but because she laughed. But also in doing so, she was like talking a lot. Sarah talks a lot for a woman in the Bible. Um, it's not exactly clear why. Also, the Bible says when she dies, and I don't think it really does that for any other women. Or maybe it does like on occasion. But like this is like they make a big deal about Sarah dying. And like Sarah dying is the first thing that happens um after like the first thing in the story that happens after the binding of Isaac. So it's the binding of Isaac. Then there's some stuff about generations, talking about like, oh, these are all the people who lived and these are how many years they lived. And then Sarah dies, which is really weird. Does she die of grief because her family fell apart or something else? Ooh, we don't know. I hope they come out with Bible too and they answer all these questions. I will say I have to use the bathroom, but this time I'll definitely remember to turn the video back on. So I'm gonna go. I'll be back in like a couple of minutes, maybe. BRB. Hi everyone. I'm back explicitly because I wanted to see my biggest fan, the Rabbit Poet. That's my official reason why I'm back, is because of the Rabbit Poet. Um, Big fan of you, Rabbit Poet. Also, nice to meet you. How many people do I have at this moment? 6. Okay. All right. Wow, life is wow. You know, like life is like, yeah, that's like what life is. And then life is like, that's what it is. And then like you're alive and it's like you're living and that's life. And then like you can do it again the next day. Like that's like, whoa, you can like keep living. That's awesome. Okay. Sunod nampa atuan layan apawan li. Say what you're looking on, huh? Li looking ma uide. I'm gonna say ma uide because it's the place. I think here that the I can translate the definite article as uide, right? The place where he wanted to go, as opposed to some other place, you know? So here I'm translating the as uide, or ha, but ha and the do the same thing in like basically. Tan weka. Yan apawan li toki tawa mielili. Tu. Well, awen tawa ona. Something's going on. It's not like translating all the things it should be translating. Shvu lachem. Stay to them here with the donkey. Awen. I'm just gonna, yeah, I mean, I see why they did it, because it doesn't make any sense. Non mani. Non poka soberi. Mi. En. En mie. Lili. Litawa. Mani. Weka. Li. Ah, everyone's saying hello. That must mean, whoa, 8 whole people, 9 whole people care about the Bible? That's crazy. You know, as an evangelical Christian, that makes me happy that people care about the Bible. Yeah. This is the heat pa'el, right? But wait, this is like to prostrate, right? Yeah. The ampa. Emitu sama. Tawasewi. Di kamasin. Tawasina. Yep, you heard it here first. I totally love Jesus, and I'm a Jesus person or whatever. Yan apawan ikama hiya kiwen kasi tawa pana seri pana e ona lan mi e kama ona sika li kama e seri e ilopi open sedo lon luka ona tu li tawapoka. This is where Isaac starts to notice that something's up. Yan sika li toki tawa yan apawan. Mama ona apawan. Eni. Mama mi o. Ona li toki. Mia kama mi o. Milon. Lamau. If you don't want to watch ads, get an ad blocker. I recommend getting an ad blocker so that you don't watch ads. But if you want to watch ads, I get like a tiny bit of money. So that's good for me. I'm happy when that happens. Analitoki. Osona. Seri in Kiwen. Ah. Taso soeli lili. Di non seme tawa panaseri. Yan apaman di toki seri Elohim di pana. This is like he will see to it. But it's like weird. It's not he will provide, it's he will see to it, kind of. It's literally he will see to it, and then also you could translate it into that in English. Um, hey, Mesos7, if you want to pay me $5, you could always become a Patreon supporter. I have a Patreon. But also, of course, no obligation. This isn't like my job, so I don't like need it for income. So I'm not gonna like try to get everyone to subscribe to my Patreon, but like you could. Yeah. Mm. And add a footnote. Mi wide moko eko. The reason why I pronounced your name out all slowly when we DM each other regularly is because I process people's profile pictures, and that's how I keep track of them. Um, and then sometimes I associate the sounds that their usernames make to those profile pictures, but sometimes I don't. Um, and it really depends on like how much I talk about those people to other people and how much I talk out loud, like in voice calls with those people. So, so like I don't really like process names very well. I mostly process faces. And I know people who are the opposite. I know people who remember your name. They'll remember every detail about yourself that you tell them. Um, like the trivial details. Like they'll remember your eye color. They'll remember how long your hair is. Um, like they'll remember what clothes you were wearing when you met, but they won't be able to recognize like your face or like your silhouette. I'm like the opposite of that. I recognize people's faces. So if I forget your name, if like I see you offline and I forget your name, it doesn't mean that I don't know you. It just means I forgot your name. That's just that's just how I work. Um, I think I don't. I only called you that because I wanted to refer to you, and that's what your username was when we were in the voice call. I don't really like talk to other people about you that often. It would be like a little weird unless like I had something to complain about which I usually don't. Mm. I mean, I used to, like, on occasion, but not anymore. Mm. Okay, here's a fun fact. This verb here in Hebrew, literally the binding of Isaac, akedah, or like akod, vaya akod. This is the only time in the entire Tanakh that this word appears. Like, I'm gonna double check that. But yes, this is the only time it appears. We have lots of cognates in other um, Semitic languages. Um, yeah, you're a moderator. Congratulations. Um, in late Hebrew, it means bind bent limbs together. So, like, if you were to like cook like an animal over a fire and like bind its legs together or something like that. In Arabic, it's like to tie fast. In Ethiopic, and which is Ge'ez, and Syriac, um, it means bend or twist. And in late Hebrew, it could also mean kneel. Um, it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not in modern Hebrew. Like another word that's in here that like it just means knife. Um, like the word for knife here is also like not used at all in modern Hebrew. Where is it? Yeah. Um, ma'achelet. Ma'achelet. It's like achal, like what shorish is it? Oh, I'm forgetting what shorish it is. It's like achal, but what does achal mean? Oh, to eat. Oh yeah, it's just like the thing you eat it with. But my some of my Hebrew speaking friends like from Israel have told me that when they first saw this word, they thought that it meant like a machine for eating, which like yeah, but like also yeah, this is biblical Hebrew. It's different from modern Hebrew. They're not the same language. So I'm gonna do linya. Ona di awen eyan sika kepiken linya. Mia kama ona. Ona libana e ona tawa supa sewi. Tawa kimankasi. I have friends who live in Israel. That doesn't mean that I'm a Zionist or am friends with Zionists. Stretched out. Yeah, pana. Yan apawan li pana e luka ona li kama yo e ilo tu ona li wile moli e mia kama ona. The sacrifice averted. So in this moment, in my head canon, um, uh, God is like distracted by something else going on in the world. Then God checks in on Abraham and is like, "Wait, what's going on with Abraham? I like totally expected him to not kill his son. Let's see what he's up to right now." And then Abraham looks, and Abraham's like, "Oh my God, he's about to stab him." So he sends one of his angels down, like immediately. Oh, Ma'akuda, is that like shakshuka? Is it similar to that? Hey, Barney Mobs. I don't know if you know this, but I'm Jewish, and a huge part of Judaism is coming up with biblical headcanons and then talking about them. It's called midrash. It's a very ancient practice. It's like at least like 1,300 years old, if not way older, probably way older. I mean, people were probably doing it like orally before it first got written down, like with Rashi and stuff like that. But this isn't like a weird thing that I'm doing. This is just a Jewish thing that I'm doing, if that makes sense. Like, I correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Christians and Muslims typically have head cannons. Jews do though. That's like important. Oh, peas, carrots, spinach, and potatoes. Does it have tomato, or is it like older than tomatoes in the old world? Oh, you just wanted to know more about my headcanon. Um, in my headcanon, Jesus is a drag queen. Who's just like a Jewish drag queen who like says the good gospel of being gay, and like all the translations are wrong, and also modern Hebrew. I'm sorry, modern Greek is weird because it like changed all of the words that originally referred to like homosexuality, and then also like all of the surrounding cultures that documented the Hebrew language, the Greek language at the time were like trying to like um, erase the queerness in the original New Testament. So Jesus was definitely gay though. Um, wow. Okay, let's see. Yan pipana sona pisewi asen di toki tawa ona tan masewi eni yan abawan o yan abawan o, and he says it twice in my head canon because this is God like realizing in that moment that like oh shit he's actually fucking doing it, oh shit that's really bad. um you know, so then he sends his angel, and the angel's like, Abraham, don't do it, don't fucking kill your son. That was a joke. That was just a prank. Oh my god, I can't believe you actually did it, you idiot. This word, ma'una, anything, nothing. Tani, tempo, ni la mi sonae ni, seri asen, oh no, Elohim. Elohim, gamma e, pilin, wow. Zonsina. So it might, I probably meant Latin. Um, Oh no no that was Mesa 7. I don't know what the hell is a Kierkegaard. Is that like Hildegard but boring or anyway? In my head canon over here, God's like I already know that you fear me, because I don't need you to show this to. I don't know, need you to do this. Kierkegaard is a man. Oh my god, that's crazy. I thought Kierkegaard was a woman because Hildegard. Oh well. There's no sense here. This part's made up. It's just I know that you fear God, and then it's and you have not withheld your son, your only one, from me. See that? Awen Allah. Is this to withhold, restrain? See that? Awen Allah eh mi kama sina eh kama taso sina tan mi. Yan apawan isewi elukin ona lilukin osona. Okay, this part's weird because uh this is ahar, which means behind, but like it's like it could also be achad, like one, right? Like it might be a mistake because like we don't know. Um, I'm gonna do Soedi one for this translation. Parisa Loa Pisoli one. The Awen non kasi nasa. And the shoresh for this word for thicket literally means like to be complicated. So I'm choosing to translate as kasi nasa for that reason. If someone misreads that as like cannabis, that's on them. Plenty of complicated plants, you know? Awan li tawa li kamayo e soli pana e ona a tawa pana seli tachat means instead of. What else does it mean? Under. uh Emi kama ona ala. Yan apawan ipana enimi enimi um because like this isn't Adonai will provide. This is Adonai Yereh. That's like the name of the place. Um, Adonai Ywe. Oh, I can't do Yi. Adonai Iwe. Then let's add a footnote. Let me just get rid of the tetragrammaton so that it can be that instead. Or maybe it should just be yod yod. Probably should be, right? Yeah, yod yod. Ye'amer. The binding of Isaac is over. Now this is just like the aftermath. How chat going? It's going fine. Oh, what are y'all talking about? Androgyny and gender nonconforming? Hmm. Hmm. Yan pipanasona? Pisari. Asen? Toki. Tawa. Yan apawan. Temple number 2. Danmasewi. Onari toki. Lanmi. La. This is an I have sworn, is it? Oh, wait. Yeah. La mi toki. Lon. No in the utterance. Bati. Nishbati. Mitoki lon. No, is like utterance. Ya'an. Palicina. You have done this thing. Sina ni. Sina pali ni. Li awen ara e mie kama. Sina. E kama taso sina. La mi. La mi sewi a. Esin. La mi sewi e sewi sina. Di mute e mute sina. Oh, wait. No, that's an infinitive absolute. Nami sewi a esina. Li mute a e kamasina. Sama mun imasewi. Sama kopi pokatero. Kama sina i kama yo e lupa tomo pian utala ona. A blessing is like to like speak the holiness of or to make something holy, I guess. So I use like toki sewi and I also use sewi, depending. Kama sinari. This is hitpael. Hitpael. $22.18. Hitpael. Neil Bless. Wait. Yeah. Isewi. Because Ikeb consequence non kama sina la klubu ale ma isewi tani sina palipi wile mi. It is just kind of vibes. It's not very clear. Yeah, I agree. How long have I been streaming? Oh, a very long time. Wow. What? I had 12 people at one point? That's crazy. That's crazy. How many people do I have now? Okay. How much do I have left? Okay, I'll finish this chapter and then I'll be done with the stream, okay? Yan apolan kamasin tawa yan pali ona onari kamasewi onari tawa poka tawa ma besawa. Don't worry about it. Yan apawan li awen lon ma besawa. Who the hell is Nahor? Okay. La io nilipini. I'm gonna get rid of that la. Io nilipini. Nayanli toki. Yakid. Not God is to tell. Hif'il. Okay, so Nagid is to tell, and Hofal is to be told. Okay, that makes sense. Layani toki tawayan. Apawan. Tokiyani. Osona. Who the hell is Nahor? Is this the first time Nahor is coming up? Who? Oh, father of Nahor. But then Nahor begot Terah. And then Terah begat Abram. And Nahor. And Haran. Okay, so Nahor is still kicking. And Nahor is Abraham's brother. Yan Mika Kin. Yan Insay Yan Lili Tawa Yan Nako. Yan Poka Sina Nako. Number one la Yan U Yan Su. Number two la Yan Pu. This is what? Is the next one gonna be Gu? It's really close. But it's not. Because this is Su and this is Bu. Yan Petule. Yan Petule. Yan Wika. Ni Dugatu Wan La Yan Mika Lipana Tawa Yan Nako Yan Apawan Yan Nako Yan Polka Nako P Yan Apawan. Okay, what next? This part's boring. Is there this not gonna be in the Bible? Probably at some point. I mean, like, there's gotta be like a weasel, right? Weasel in the Bible. Leviticus. Oh, they which are unclean you keep among the. Okay, you can't eat weasels or rats or lizards. So, yes, there's that. That seems to be it for weasels. What about raccoon? The inchworm. This isn't the Bible. Okay. What other key is not gonna go either? Red panda? No, it's probably not in here. Otter? No. Skunk? No. Badger? Oh, there's some badgers in Proverbs. Are badgers key this not gonna do? Yes, they are. They're so cute too. Oh my god, look at that guy. Look at that guy. That's such a good picture of a little guy. Oh, badgers are so cute. What about wolverines? I'm getting way too distracted. I got like. This is my last verse. So start saying goodbye, everybody. Many umba ona nimi the uma ona di kama ona kindi kama ayan tewa ayan kakan ayan takasi ayan maka. Okay. Alright, done. Genesis. Ale. Okay. Alright. Thank you, everybody. This is a good stream. Goodbye, everybody.